Hello and welcome. My name is Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind the Country Chic Cottage. Today we are going to try the iColor Presto two-step paper. Now this is only for laser printers, but it could be for any laser printer. So what I did is I just got a very inexpensive laser printer off of Amazon that just prints in black and white, because you only need to print on black on this product. So it's colored sheets, you print on them, and then you apply to shirts. And I was able to get these super fine details of this design with no weeding required. So the main benefit of this one is that you don't have to weed away anything. You print, add adhesive, and press. Those are the steps, and you are able to get super intricate, super detailed designs with that method with no weeding at all. So if you are tired of weeding HTV for some of these super intricate designs, this might be the product for you. Now it is a one color product, so you can only apply one color. However, I was very impressed with how easy this was to use. So this paper comes in letter, tabloid, and A4 size, and it comes in a huge wide variety of colors, including like plain colors as well as metallics. I'm going to show you a few, very few colors in this video. However, there are many, many colors that you can use. And you can use this on cotton poly blends, on colors, and yes, even on black. So there are a wide variety of applications for this product as well. Now the shirts I tested are either cotton or cotton poly blend. However, if the fabric can handle the heat, you could probably use this product. You may have to experiment with the temperature a little bit. However, you can probably use this product. Now the product itself has a little bit of stretch. However, when you stretch it out too much, you can kind of see gaps in it as you're like kind of stretching it apart. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for super stretchy fabrics. But otherwise, any fabric surface that you have, this should work for it. So now let's take a look at the paper itself and what comes with it. There will be 3 sheets in your package. The first is a set of colored sheets, and again, it comes in a variety of colors as well as metallics. You'll have a shiny side and a dull side. The dull side is what you print on. So this is the sheet that you will print on, and this is the color. The shiny side is what it will look like on your shirt. The second sheet is an adhesive sheet, and it has a liner that has a yellow grid. And then the adhesive side is the opposite side. So the yellow grid side is just the backing paper. And then there will also be a cover sheet that we will use in the heat press to cover this up. So now we'll want to print onto that paper. So you'll remember that we'll print on the colored sheet, but on the dull side. And if you don't know which side your printer prints on, I do recommend printing a test page just to test like which side of the paper it prints on. This like regular copy paper is going to be way less expensive than the iColor Presto two-step paper. Once you know which side it prints on, let's take a look at printer settings. So we do want to print black and white or monochrome print setting. And if you can change the percent of your colors, some printers you can do this, be sure to put it on 100% black. Then my printer worked best if I changed it to heavy media. You might have to play around with this a little bit to get this to feed through your printer. And you do want to be sure to mirror your print. Then you'll just go ahead and print it on your laser printer. Now this needs to be a laser printer with toner. Here I'm using a very inexpensive laser printer from Amazon just to show you. However, you could use something like a white toner printer because that is toner that prints out of there. You just want it as black as you can get it. And here's one of those sheets I printed on. So this is a white one. So this is the shiny side, this is the dull side, and I've printed on it. Again, this is a mirror design and it is a laser print. So this is a toner print all in black. And now that we've printed, it's time to press. So there are a few steps to the pressing process, so let's walk through those. You want to preheat the bottom platen for at least 5 minutes. This turned out to be a very, very important step. You want everything to be hot, that bottom platen to be very hot. Now I'm pressing mine at 285 degrees Fahrenheit. You can go as low as 250 degrees Fahrenheit when you're pressing to your shirts if the fabric is delicate. I use 285 degrees Fahrenheit for all of my steps. First thing you're going to do is add paper to the bottom, then add your print with the toner side up, then add the adhesive with the adhesive side down or the printed liner side up. So it has a yellow printing on the liner side. Then cover that with the paper and you're going to press for 120 seconds. Now this needs to be at medium pressure and at 285 degrees Fahrenheit. You can turn your heat press down for the rest of the steps if your fabric is delicate. Once this first press is done, you're going to open your heat press and you're going to rub the sheet with your shirt or some other textile for about 5 seconds. And then you're going to peel the adhesive back right on the press. So again, you want everything to stay hot, so you're going to peel this back right on the press. Once it's peeled back, you do want to trim the edge. So the adhesive might look a little weird around the edges of this. You want to trim all the way around that edge just so you remove all those adhesive edges. And you don't have to get very close to the print here, just a rough trim is fine. After you peel the adhesive sheet off, the black will be covered with the adhesive. Now, this is not wet or anything. You don't have to worry about touching it. You will also be able to tell on the adhesive sheet where you peeled this off. So you'll be able to tell everywhere that the adhesive came off of the sheet. So you can tell if you've gotten a good peel or not by the adhesive. Make sure it has come off in all the places and that it is covering the black that was on your printout. Then when you're ready to add this to your garment, you'll add your garment to the press. And here I'm just closing the press and getting a medium to heavy pressure. So we press the adhesive to the transfer at a medium pressure, and it needs to be medium heavy pressure for the shirt itself. So I just wanted to make sure I have my pressure correct. Then you'll add the transfer with the adhesive side down. And you do want to tape this down just in case when you open your press it moves a little bit. Tape it into place, make sure it doesn't move. Cover with your paper or even a Teflon sheet, and then heat. I heated mine at 285 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 seconds. Once this is done, you'll open your press and you'll remove the shirt completely. You need to allow this to cool at least 5 minutes. You should let this cool at least 5 minutes before trying to peel it back. Now, you don't want to let it cool over 60 minutes, so be sure to peel it after 5, but before 60. We'll just start on one side again at an angle, and you want to peel at a steady pace. And you can definitely see on the back that the product has transferred to the shirt. Now we want to do a post press on this shirt. To do the post press, you'll add the shirt back into the press, and then I'm using an iColor T-seal sheet because I like the way those work best. You could just use paper on top here. And then you're going to press 285 degrees for 20 seconds. Now, if you used a lower temperature during your pressing step, you would use a lower temperature during this step as well. Once that time is up, you're going to wait 10 seconds before peeling back that sheet just to make sure nothing sticks. Once you peel it back, you want to lightly stretch the shirt in the press. That way it gets a better feel to it and a better stretchability. So here are the results after some post press. So this is the first one I did, which is the blue on the white. And you can see the very fine details I was able to get with this. No weeding required. So this is just a plain color white shirt. However, there are more things you can do with this product. First of all, I'm really impressed with the metallic look. So this kind of gets into the fabric a little bit. It still sits on top. It still has a feel to it, but it is a very, very light feel. You can even see the grain of the fabric through the product after that post press. And you can tell that this was still very metallic even after the post press. So I love getting this metallic look on fabric so easily. Again, I was able to get very fine details. Then finally, this is white on black. So yes, I printed with a black laser printer, but I printed onto the white film, applied that to a black shirt after I applied the adhesive, and I got this very cool white design on a black shirt. Now yes, these are single color designs, so you can only do single colors. However, if you're looking for a way to put a white design on a black shirt easily with super fine details, this might be the product for you. I did want to show you why keeping that heat press platen, the bottom platen, hot is important. So on this one, I really did not do that, and the adhesive itself sort of looked frayed around this edge. And now I can see some of that white adhesive. So it just sort of ripped it away instead of that clean look that I got with the other shirts. And so I have a little bit of white adhesive on my shirt. And I wanted to go ahead and apply it to a shirt to see if it would go away during any of the process, and it does not. So if you don't get a clean peel with the adhesive, you might just want to scrap that piece and start again. Then once these shirts are done, they will go 30 to 50 washes. So they are a product that lasts a very long time. You do want to wash them inside out with no fabric softener, tumble dry low. And if you needed to iron this later, after you've made it, ran it through a laundry cycle or whatever, you would want to put something over the top. So like a piece of paper or something over the top of the design when you iron it. So now let's talk pros and cons of this iColor Presto two-step paper. So the first pro is that there is no weeding involved for intricate designs. That is my favorite part of this product, hands down. The con for me would be that, first of all, you need a laser printer and you might not have one. And the second con would be that it's just a one color, so you can't do multicolor designs. However, another pro is that it can go on any type of garment. So any fabric, and then any color can go on to any fabric. So like white on black is possible, which, as we know from sublimation, a lot of times that is not possible. So this sort of opens up a whole new world. I will say the feel is very nice on the shirt. I love the feel of this product. You may find it a little tricky in the beginning to follow the steps, and you just kind of need to know what you're looking out for as far as when you peel that adhesive back, what you're looking out for, is it a good peel or not. Now, I do recommend a traditional heat press for this product, only because it will apply the pressure and consistency that you need to make these shirts correctly. Can you use this with an easy press, Cricut auto press, something like that? Possibly. I would just follow the instructions that I did here. I would use a firm mat in my auto press or under the easy press. And with the easy press, I would press down as hard as I possibly could for those last two steps. So applying it to the garment, I would press down as hard as I possibly could. And then for the easy press, it's gonna be tough to keep that mat hot, but you would wanna keep it hot just like I did with my traditional heat press. So by all means, you could try it. However, with the money that you're gonna spend on this product, I would just go ahead and invest in a traditional heat press and get this right from the beginning. I feel like you're gonna do a lot of trial and error with something like the Cricut Easy Press, and I just don't recommend it for this type of product. Just go ahead and make the investment in a heat press that you can use for this product. So now, will you be giving this product a try? I'm going to link to all of the supplies as well as the file that I used in the description below this video. The file is free, and then you can purchase all the supplies I used in the description below the video if you want to give this product a try for yourself. If you like this video and it helped you, give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the product itself or anything that I did in this video, drop down in the comment section, ask away. And if you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We have videos just like this one every single week, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of those. So thank y'all so much for joining me. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.